Hey Nadia, how you doing? It's me, Outlander131 from YouTube, your Egyptian friend. How you doing?
Hey, hi, let's go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
In case you're wondering what this was a reenactment from when we first met.
Yes, that's the first time I came across this strange Outlander one to you, and I'm like, oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes, I had a really bad username. Okay, we've all had them. Don't lie.
Yeah, and that was
Mr. Eminem Trash _ 1995.
Hashtag.
I see you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So when was that? That was 2012.
Let's explain everything.
Okay.
احنا we both came in university in spring 2012. صح?
Yes, and that was like one of the first weeks. Or
yeah,
something.
that is now 3 years ago.
We first encountered each other. We're like, oh hi.
3 years ago. Can you believe it?
What?
We met at like beginning February of 2012. The interesting story is we knew each other through the internet before that. Can you believe it? So I'll say the part of the story that Nadia usually doesn't. Nadia doesn't usually believe this part, but basically gets really shy.
I just don't understand where the start was. Like, even though I might have started
we always say where it started, but you don't believe it.
I know where I started it. I just feel like there's something missing. Like, what was my intention of writing on your wall?
I don't know. You're just really creepy.
How did I find you out of all the people on YouTube?
Okay, so what happens is that in 2011.
Yep. November
2011. I was on YouTube minding my own business, watching my videos, shit like that, Anyway, so we both watch the Shaytards.
Yeah. Basically, I was spending a lot of time on YouTube because I was still applying to university and I was still like, I didn't know if I was going to be accepted. And I got accepted to AUC like really late. Yeah. And you also were
I applied very late, so by the time I did the TOEFL exam, it was really late. It was almost September, so they couldn't accept me. So they told me, you'll have to move to spring. So I had a full semester of nothing in which I went to learn German and that I now forgot completely. My German is gone.
I also had like a lot of spare time. Like I had finished my A-levels at school. I had come to Egypt on holiday. And I thought, hey, I'm not going to go back to England because I have no university place there. Yeah. So I'm going to try here. And then I couldn't apply straight away, so I had
She's really impressive, like
time to.
She came for the summer and then she's like, oh, I'm just gonna stay then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cancel that ticket and go back to England. Yeah. And so I had a lot of free time. And it's a weird feeling, right? When you just finish school, like you've had like consistent school of the school.
And there's the vacuum
and then you have these few months of like, what do I do with my life? And
where do I stand right now?
Apparently what we do with our lives is spend a lot of time on YouTube. And that is how the story goes.
And Nadia is much more of a YouTube head than I am. What is a YouTube head? I just made a new expression and it's gonna go viral. I assure you.
I am a YouTube head. I watch YouTube instead of TV basically.
She does. ما بتتفرجش على التلفزيون يعني. بتفتح التلفزيون بتكتشف ان ده في قناه اسمها CBC مثلا اللي هي بقى لها 4 سنين يعني فعادي جدا and she watches YouTube all the time. So the part that still is a blank spot that we can't fill in and the black hole basically is that she somehow found me on YouTube بطريقة ما لقيتني على يوتيوب وبعدين أنا ما كنتش أعرف إن you can add friends على يوتيوب انك ممكن تبعت لهم رسائل
من زمان يعني it looked a lot different to how it does now but everyone had a channel and you could
so she sends me a message and she's like hey, I saw that you watch the Shaytards and you're from Egypt and I'm from Egypt, we can be friends and stuff. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I didn't even know that I had an inbox in YouTube. So I'm like, okay, and I accept her and everything. And back then I didn't have a picture on my profile and my name was Outlander131. And she was vlogging and she was in her videos and I knew how she looked like and everything. So there's a disconnection. She knows there's some guy from Egypt and I know her about her much more than she knows about me. So anyway, 2 months later I'm the guy اللي جاي من اسكندرية وعايش في حتة تانية خالص وقرر يجي القاهرة يدرس وهي اللي كانت في انجلترا وجاية تقعد في مصر وقررت تكمل وتدرس هنا. وفي حاجة اسمها FYE فقبل السمستر first year experience يعني بيجيبوك 4 أيام كده تقعد تشوف الجامعة لأن الجامعة كبيرة وإيه الفاسيلتيز وإيه السيرفيسز وإيه الرايتس whatever يعني.
Well, at that point, like you were doing it FYE, he was accepted وكل حاجة وأنا I was still like applying, giving a few more papers. Well, FYE I had missed like the first few days, so I had got my acceptance letter during FYE, And so I literally didn't even know what the campus looked like. Every time I came here, I came to Gate 1 where I went to the SSC bus. So the first time like I entered like campus was apparently I got recognized and I didn't realize until I went home later.
And the campus is huge يعني for anyone from Egypt. لأي حد بالنسبة لنا ده أكبر حرم جامعي في مصر تقريبا. فلأي حد بيخش في الأول بيبقى تايه وبعد كده على ما بيفهم يعني ما فيش student في AUC ما بيتوهش في الهس مثلا ده وهو بيتخرج لسه بيتوه برضو عادي. ف it's huge يعني. So I remember exactly where I saw you. It was جنب الفود كورت بتاع أمريكانا فود كورت وكانت هي نازلة وانا كنت طالع وهي بقى نازله الحته دي قلبت سلو موشن هي بتنزل بالراحه وانا طالع بالراحه وبتاع والدنيا بقى ايه no, it's weird because this is the person I just saw 2 days ago on my computer screen and I'm thinking يمكن بقى انت شاب جديد بقى واكسايتد عشان انت في مكان جديد فبيتهيأ لك مثلا ما اعرفش. ف I was like بس يعني دي هي ده شكلها دي شبه نادية جدا.
Back when I had really short hair.
Yeah, so. and then I sent her a Facebook a YouTube message and I'm like hey I think I saw you in انا ببعت المسج دي وعارف انه ده افتراض غريب يعني انا مش عارف اصلا انا كنت ده بيتهيأ لي ولا ايه او will I sound creepy if I say this to her ولا whatever and I send this message وعمال اقول
it would be cool if someone looked like me but
I didn't know your reaction I didn't know you اصلا ف and I'm like انا شفتك في الجامعه was that you النهارده وكنت لابسه اشارب ومش عارف ايه بعد كده تقول لي
ايوه that was me
يا نهار اسود why didn't you come say hi
اللي اهم حاجه why didn't you say hi oh my god انا when I write messages I'm like myself you know I'm enthusiastic وكل حاجه بس when
and
you
she
meet
sounded
me for the
like the most excited person on earth she was like انت ازاي ما تجيش تسلم وعامل يا نهار ابيض وبتاع so I get this I mean I'm really happy because back then fun facts about me I wasn't as social as I was today خالص يعني مع الوقت الحمد لله الواحد تطور يعني بس back then فعلا I didn't have a lot of friends I didn't have any friends in university yet طبعا لأنه it was the beginning and then I was like wow there's someone who's genuinely excited to see me I'm like okay so the first week of classes I stumbled upon her accidentally again and this time she was sitting by the نوافير اللي عند ال food court وبتقرأ كتاب I was like okay that's you know like she wants to see me you know what I'm saying so I walk in and I'm like ازيك يا نادية أنا Outlander 131 يوتيوب like زي ما عملنا في الأول كده and basically نادية just فين هاتي الكتاب الحلو الكيوت ده نادية was reading بتقرأ عمالة مش عارف كانت بتقرأ الطبري تقريبا ولا إيه مش عارف ابن مقفع مهم وعامله كتاب كده وبعدين once I start talking to her she goes
I was sitting down you were standing up you came so you came like you're pretty tall okay and you came and I was just like okay that's
no that's not didn't look like that it looked like أنا قاتل أجير وجاي حموتك يعني she basically did this she was like
but you have to realize that as well even though you didn't have friends I didn't have any friends خالص come in and I was from England and I didn't have FYE so I didn't recognize the campus
صلى على النبي
okay
الله أكبر الله أكبر
understand
حافظوا على مشاعرها الست بص هتعيط وهي قاعدة anyway so she's holding the book ماسكة الكتاب and I'm like hi and I'm of course I'm talking too fast and I'm basically not making sense because that's me يعني and then she's like hi طبعا انا خدت صدمه حياتي بقى اللي هو دي كانت اكتر شخصيه اوت جوينج وفظيعه على الفيديوز وازاي بتتكلم بثقه وفظيعه و it seems like the most sweet person on earth ومش عارف ايه وبعدين when I meet her she's like this and I'm like that's a good start
وكمان يعني I didn't
ولو ما كنتش
بصراحه I didn't recognize Outlander like that name to me was nothing because like I don't like remember everyone's new usernames and like I had a few like people were gradually subscribing so I would write on their page thank you and whatever and occasionally people would write back so I didn't know if you were like just a subscriber or that person that was contacting
and back then when we were messaging I actually told you maybe we'll meet someday
yes that was the freakiest thing
دي كانت اكتر حاجه راندم قلتها يعني انا شخص ومش عايش في مصر وانا مش عايش في القاهره وبنتكلم I was trying to be nice I was like maybe one day we can meet يعني ما تعرفش الأقدار برضو ممكن تجمعنا في مطار كوالالمبور الدولي مثلا أي حاجة ما أعرفش so I politely answered yeah you know like it's cool and everything maybe we can meet one day وده كان قبل ما تقابلنا that's why it's weird it's like And anyway, and it wasn't actually after that day that we became friends.
Yeah.
It's afterwards when we went رحنا رحلة كانت فيها رحنا هرم دهشور البنت بيراميد ورحنا الهرم الأحمر والهرم الأسود ورحنا أهرام الجيزة في الآخر اليوم. واليوم ده كانت هي برضو ما زالت واخدة كورنر يعني. وانا اللي برضو مش عارف I don't know why I was so I'm usually not that consistent when I don't push things.
I think it was because we sort of had a mutual friend. Like I still at that point, it took me a long time to make friends and everything and be confident that hey, these are nice people around me.
Who's the mutual friend?
Well, it was I had Yumna in my class and you had
Yumna
Rawan.
Hashim. No. I had Yumna and you had Rawan.
No, I had Yumna.
No, I had Yumna. بقول لك ايه لا يمنى دي بتاعتي لا ما اسمح لك
والله العظيم يمنى was in my class.
Rawan wasn't in my class. I knew Rawan.
They were friends.
I knew Rawan through you.
لا أيوة.
I didn't know Rawan before that day.
She was
الله ينور.
She was in your class.
No.
And they made friends.
Maybe they made friends, but I knew Rawan and got to know her because I was with you that day, or because I was.
Well, you must have. Then you knew Yumna.
I know Yumna Hashim, yes.
Yes, so she was in my class.
Shout out to Yumna Hashim. And shout out to Rawan Lashin.
And Rawan was in her. And they knew each other. Okay?
Yeah.
So they were like hanging out with each other. And obviously I didn't know anyone except for Yumna because I sat next to her a few times. So I kind of like followed, like, you know.
Yeah, but what happened that day is that I gave you my camera.
Yeah, that helped as well. But, you know,
yeah. I mean,
our coolness that was on, like, we had seniors and everything.
But it's weird because I wasn't socially very confident, and yet with Nadia I just wanted to become friends so bad because because the celebrity appeal, like, oh my god, she's on YouTube
and no one knew from
she makes vlogs and she has thousands of followers, and oh my god. So I was really genuinely excited to get to know her. So that day I wanted to talk to her, and that's actually, you can hear it in the vlogs.
Yes.
If you're smart enough, you can go to Nadia's vlogs and see the vlog when she went to the pyramids, and you can hear in one scene at the end me going
Nadia,
and then like she cuts away to another scene.
Yeah.
And that day we got to know each other, and I got to know Rawan with her. So that's basically my first two friends from university that were actually like, we're still friends, not people that I knew and then things just got, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that day was how we officially began talking, and then we added each other on Facebook, and then we started talking.
Because,
we started meeting.
I only had my video camera, and he had a proper like photography camera.
Yes, the same one that's shooting this podcast.
Yeah, I wanted.
Oh no, that one that was stolen.
It's replaced.
قصة طويلة. المهم ان الكاميرا اتسرقت وجبت واحدة زيها وحوار كده يعني. that was it. It's a very weird and unconventional and exciting story.
It's just, yeah,
I mean, maybe for us it is.
Yeah. No, I think it is freaky. Like when you think back, sure, like it's easy to become friends with someone that's in the same university, but then realize, hey, you messaged me, and then we applied both late in like the spring semester.
And we both entered at the same semester, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy.
And it's all because of you, Shay, Carl, and Colette.
Yeah.
We still watch you.
Yeah.
Daily.
Super proud.
I mean, even though you don't upload daily anymore, but we still watch you.
And podcasts.
We love you.
Inspired us as well.
So yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we wanted to share with you this scary كريب بالشوكولاتة story. So tell us how you met your friends or your relatives or I don't know, or your significant others or whatever, through any means possible. How
if you made a friend online and then you actually met in real life,
that would be epic, man.
Because even I met like fans or like subscribers, tweet subscribers, like في مصر جديدة, I had like مثلا 100 or 50 500 subscribers.
You even met someone in Muntaza in Alexandria.
أيوة مش ممكن يعني like Egypt's huge, but I just find you street subscribers, and I found you in Muntaza, I found you for City Stars, I found you in the supermarket.
I got to meet Hisham Afifi in real life because of her.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I like to.
عارفين هشام عفيفي بتاع ما سألتش على خالتك ليه
الله
يعني shout out to هشام عفيفي. So maybe we should, you know, meet you up soon, you know what I'm saying.
Get another chair.
اديك 5 جنيه. So yeah, so tell us your story.
Yeah,
give us your feed.
And we'll give you a Soot snack shout out in the next episode.
Exactly.
Okay? So we'll see you next episode.
Yes.
Woo. Salam bye.
Salam bye. Hello. I don't know if you heard of it.
No,
I heard of it in class, to be honest, because I'm taking online communications, and our professor was like, "Did you hear about Hello?"
Hello.
It's like,
Hello, mate. What's Hello?
Hello, it's basically like Facebook. You can have it anywhere in your podcast, in your iPod, in your car, يعني على الكمبيوتر وانت بتكوي الهدوم الصبح اي حاجه يعني بتنظف البيت يوم السبت الصبح ورابط دماغك وعمال.
Just listen to us.
Anytime.
Download it.
Anytime.
For free. يا جدعان.
Yes. يا جدعان Just listen
ولا
to
جنيه ولا باوند ستيرلينج ولا
اي عملة في الدنيا.
Not even 1 penny.
ولا ين ولا روبل ولا اي حاجه.